It's terrible, but I'll take it. But it's hard to know the difference between good and bad art, especially modern art. It's very difficult. There's a very controversial piece of art in the Tate Modern in London, which is a lot of big modern art gallery things there. It was a sculptor. It was called Unmade Bed, right? And all it was an unmade bed with condoms on it and old pizza boxes lying around. That was it. I mean, I'd been working on a similar piece for years before that. This was an idea. This is not original. This is not original stuff. You also, Jackson Pollock. There's another modern art. Now, I don't know if you know Jackson Pollock. Famous, very splashy, a lot of splashy paintings. Just splashes of paint, basically. That's what they are. I don't think he really meant them to be paintings. I mean, the man was an alcoholic. He just had a shaky hand. He was just like... Mr. Jackson, this is a magnificent abstract splashy painting. Really? It's just my apron. Oh, no! No, it's lovely. Oh, okay, I'll make some more. You remember Jackson Pollock? He was Jim Ignatowski on Taxi. Oh, oh. Apparently. But who knows? I mean, if you think of Vincent van Gogh, right? A very famous artist, very good artist. But when did he become a great artist? He only ever sold one painting in his entire life. You know that? He sold it to his brother Theo, an art dealer. Who was an art dealer. Now, Vincent van Gogh's paintings sell for $20 million plus. Now, that just proves that Theo van Gogh was the worst art dealer who ever lived. He had a chance to buy all of Van Gogh for next to nothing. No, I'll just take that one, Vincent. You have to be careful. I've been to some auctions as well. You have to be careful that you go to the expensive art. It's sold at these fancy auction houses, Christie's, Sotheby's, places like that. If you sneeze accidentally, you can buy the Eiffel Tower, because it's all, you know, winks and nods. If you go in there a little twitchy, you're broke in no time. Yeah? It's kind of like silent movies. Sold to the man in the giant moustache. But I like the way the auctioneers talk so fast. You know, all that fast talk. I wonder if they do that in the house. You know, I think they just find guys that talk like that. Hi, honey, I'm just going out to Starbucks. I'm in Starbucks. I'd like a coffee macchiato. No foam latte. Thank you very much indeed. And then when they don't talk faster, but to get you more excited, they do a little key change. So they're talking like this, and then their voices go a little higher, and they talk a little higher. They're not actually talking faster, but they talk a little higher, and they talk a little higher, and their eyebrows go up, and they're talking a little higher and a little higher, but they're not talking any faster. They're just going higher and higher and higher. Eventually, only dogs can hear them. And that's when the real bidding starts, because those dogs love the art, apparently. You know, especially the 4 dogs playing poker. That's a painting. Splashy, Rothko nonsense. I know, dogs playing poker, that's entertaining. Now, you got to think, $690,000 for this movie poster, right? This Metropolis poster. Are people going to collect movie posters from this era of movies? I think possibly. You know, I think, you know, maybe... So save your Deuce Bigalow European Gigolo posters. Or any of these other movies. Now up for sale, a first edition poster of Dude, Where's My Car? This is an early work of President Ashton Kutcher. He instigated the war with Canada, which ended when Demi Moore died at the age of 200, but she was still hot, of course.